Spurs Nation, back again with more Spurs talk. So a couple days ago, Dejounte Murray came out with some comments towards the Spurs organization. I kind of feel some type of way about that, and I would, talk about that. And but first, I want to say Dejounte Murray is a fantastic player. He developed well under our banner and became an all-star. He kept building every year on his game, and he improved. He worked hard on his game. Can't take nothing away from him on the basketball court. So these comments he came out with, of course, everybody has a right to their opinion. Everybody has a right to feel how they feel. So I'm not really upset at the comments. What I'm upset is he's not standing by his comments. Understand. If that's how you really feel about an organization, why delete the tweets? Is it because you got backlash from the San Antonio faithful that you trying to appear like you're a good guy to the Spurs fans when really it's all fake? It's not real love. You understand? So that's where that's where I have an issue with, because it appears. We just seen him not so long ago giving interviews, and he had nothing but praise for the organization. And so, if this is how you really feel, then say it. Don't delete the tweet. Say this is how I really feel during interviews. Say, hey, man, look, this is how I feel. I'm glad the Spurs gave me a chance, but look, I didn't like how things was going, et cetera, et cetera. Let that be known. Don't try to hide behind PR. Don't try to hide behind PR. Say it plain. Say it straight. If you're gonna say these comments at all. So that's my issue with it. Because me personally, I like San Antonio. Spurs is my favorite team. Been my team for all my life. I don't follow players. I know that's the thing where people just like players. They follow them from team to team. No, if a player leaves San Antonio, best wishes to you, but I'm gonna remain a Spur. I'm gonna remain a Spur. We can lose 50 games. I'm gonna remain a Spur. A Spur fan. So I'm gonna follow Spurs through and through. Of course I like LeBron James. Of course I loved Kobe Bryant, Shaq. I watched all those guys. Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki, Penny Hardaway in the 90s was my favorite player. Michael Jordan, obviously. I mean, I didn't watch all Michael Jordan's career, but I watched him his last couple years in the NBA. When he with the Bulls, well, I did watch the Wizards, but I'm talking about his prime Jordan. So I like those players, but I never San Antonio was my heart and soul. I enjoyed watching them. I respect their greatness. So when people take shots at the San Antonio Spurs, I kind of feel some type of way about it a little bit. So after a couple of days of thinking about it and realizing what he said, what I thought about the trade, I said, okay, we need this trade, because obviously Dejounte Murray, I don't see his ceiling as a player that can lead a team to a championship. He's more, like I said in previous videos, he's like a third option at best on a championship team. So, I understood it. So it's a rebuilding process. But the more I see his comments, the more I thought about his comments, the more I say, this trade was the right thing to do. We do not want players on our team that have negative comments like that in their mind, or how they feeling like that, and they hiding these feelings. What was the comment? I'm gonna pull it up right now. His comment was, the way the system's set up, you're gonna be losing for the next 15 years. Problem bigger than basketball. What is he talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. What system? Is it the Spurs system? Because if it's the Spurs system, is he attacking Popovich? Is he attacking the organization? But the last time I checked, a lot of coaches around the league came from the branch of San Antonio. So Is he taking a shot at Pop? Is he taking a shot at the general manager? Is he taking shots at R.C. Buford? What is he talking about here? Is he talking that we are in a rebuilding process? What is he talking about? But anyway, he had that mindset. So imagine on a team, he ain't even trusting the system. If he's thinking like that and he's putting on, you got to think about it. He's in our locker room. He was in our locker room putting on the San Antonio colors, going out there playing and not even trusting the system that he's playing for. He didn't believe. We want players that believes in a system. That we want players that trust in the system. With proven people who win championships. We want guys who actually will play for the shirt. The guys who play for the jersey, When they put on that jersey, they go out there and give it their all. Manu Ginobili is a prime example of that. When he put on those Spurs colors, he went out there and played for the Spurs fans. He gave it his all. He trusted the system. This guy, Ginobili, could have been a 20-point scorer on any team as a starter. Popovich said, no, I want you to come off the bench. And Manu Ginobili trusted the system. And that made him a 4-time champion in the Hall of Fame. Made him a 4-time champion in the Hall of Fame. We want players like that. Like Popovich said, they will check their ego at the door. You don't want players with this mindset in the locker room, because they probably affecting other players. Could you imagine him talking to the other players in secret, saying, "Oh man, I don't like how the system's set up, man. We gonna lose. We gonna lose. We gonna." What great player will say we're gonna lose? I don't trust the system, man. We're gonna be losing. That's basically what he was thinking. You can't have that mindset in your locker room. You gotta have guys who play for each other, playing for the team, trusting the system. Now, if his issue is they was going on a rebuilding thing, that probably is what he's talking about. Spurs want to rebuild. He want to win now. And Spurs probably say, look, man, they probably said, look, you're not the guy that necessarily could lead us to a championship. So we rather rebuild. And that's probably his tweet saying he feels wanted. Because they probably told him, look, we're going to move you on because we need to rebuild this whole thing. And we'll send you to a team that looks like a contender in the East, and we're going to do our best to rebuild. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Maybe he's saying that's why we're going to lose for the next 15 years. But where's the respect? Where's the respect? And if you're going to say comments like these, then stand by them. Don't delete it, because we already seen it. Don't delete the comments. We already seen it. Stand by what you say. That's my whole issue with it. Stand by what you say. It's already out the bag. Stand by it. But, at the end of the day, I wish him well in Atlanta. Wish him all the best. But, it's sad it has to come to this. That we have players feeling a certain way and not standing by what they say. But however, at least we know how he truly feels about the organization. I wouldn't worry about what he's saying. I think the Spurs is in good hands. They got great minds like Popovich, and R.C. Buford is still there. So I totally trust the Spurs and the organization. It's been a class organization. It's been one of the premier organizations in all the sports. So I really wouldn't put too much into what he's saying. He's probably just upset that they want to rebuild, go on a complete rebuild, and he felt like he probably felt slighted. Like he felt like, okay, they don't think I'm good enough to carry a team to a championship, etc. I don't know. But like I said, I wish him the best. He's a fantastic player. I'm glad that he's on a different team, so we don't have to have this negative energy in our locker room. So there you have it. Hopefully I'll be back with more Spurs talk another day. I'm hungry. Shoot, I'm about to go eat me some lunch and just relax for the rest of the day. It's kind of hot outside. It is blazing, so I hope everybody stay cool, stay safe, and also stay hydrated. Peace and love.